So, you're looking to start playing Pokemon Unite. Well, you've come to the right place. As a mobile player with many years of experience, I've put together my top 5 tips for getting started in the new Pokemon Battle Arena. Tip number 1, learn your role. Pokemon Unite is a MOBA, and most MOBAs have roles. This is no exception. The roles here are Attacker, Speedster, All-Rounder, Defender, and Support. So let's dive into each one so you know roughly what you should be doing in every game. Attackers are the ranged damage dealers of Pokemon Unite. They have low health and defense, but make up for that with incredible damage that they can dish out from a distance. Your role in the game is to defeat the enemy and neutral Pokemon. But be careful, it can be risky to go alone given you're super weak, so try to pair up with a Defender, All-Rounder, or Support. Example attackers include Cinderace, Greninja, and Pikachu. Speedsters are the closest thing we have to a Jungler or Assassin class in Pokemon Unite. They have high mobility and crazy single target damage, but they are just as squishy as the attackers. Yet they are typically more melee focused, so you have to get in close. For Speedsters, it's all about timing your assault. Wait for the opening, and then strike. You should take advantage of their high mobility to clear the neutral area between the two lanes a little bit more though, and gank the enemy Pokemon when they least expect it. Example Speedsters are Zeraora, Absol, and Gengar. All-Rounders are the fighters, warriors, and bruisers of Pokemon Unite. They are tankier than attackers and deal more damage than defenders, a jack of all trades but master of none. Your role in the game will be the most fluid. Does your attacker need a friend to protect them? Then go defensive. Is the enemy out of position but backup is too far away? Go aggressive. Bruisers, or in Pokemon Unite, All-Rounders, offer the most versatile experience, and in my many years of MOBA experience, it is where I tend to lean myself. So you can expect to see me playing Charizard, Lucario, or Machamp, some of the All-Rounders that we have in the game. Defenders are your tanks of Pokemon Unite. They are super hard to kill and have lots of CC or crowd control to stun, pull, push, slow, or otherwise hinder your opponent, and peel enemies away from your squishy allies. They are the ultimate brick wall, and if you play with your damage dealers, there is virtually no chance of the enemy killing you before they themselves are killed. Your role is to be the front line, the core of your team. You decide when to attack or when to pull back and focus on defense. Example defenders are Crustle, Slowbro, and Snorlax. Lastly, we have the supports. Always left till last, but they are the true heroes. Everyone loves a support player. In Pokemon Unite, your supports will be helping the team by healing or buffing them, while inflicting negative conditions on the enemy, hindering them along with your defenders. The supports are a little squishier than All-Rounders and Defenders though, so while you need to play with your team, try to stay away from the front line. Example supports are Eldegoss, Mr. Mime, and Wigglytuff. Which role do you think you want to play? Let us know in the comments below and maybe we can get some sort of teams going. Tip number 2, do not forget the neutral buff camps or objectives. You can easily be drawn into an extended slap fight in lane against your enemy. Even when there are no neutral Pokemon to capture there, you have no AOS energy to score, and there's no chance you're going to kill each other. At times like these, don't forget about the neutral buff camps and objectives. There are 3 spots down the centre of the map where a neutral objective spawns, and 2 spots on each team's half where a neutral buff camp spawns. Capturing these can be an advantage to your team or to yourself. The personal neutral buff camps sit in your jungle, just outside where you spawn. There is a blue buff on Ludicolo and an orange buff on Bouffalant, and to claim the buff, you need to defeat the Pokemon in that camp. The blue buff, Ludicolo, gives you a small boost to damage against neutral or wild Pokemon, so taking this will let you quickly clear out all of the other camps, including Bouffalant. The orange buff, said Bouffalant, augments your basic attacks with a slow. When attacking enemy Pokemon, they will now have their movement speed slightly decreased. Both of these buffs are excellent for Speedsters, but I can also see most All-Rounders and some other Pokemon outside of those classes making use of these buffs too. The 3 neutral objectives that appear down the middle of the map are to be cleared by more than just one player. You will want to team up with some of your allies for these, but they offer some potent effects. Drednaw is the first to spawn and does so at the bottom of the map. Defeating Drednaw grants your team extra experience points and a temporary shield. Rotom spawns at the top of the map after 3 minutes of play. When defeated, it will try to walk towards the enemy goal, and if they don't take it down, it will score points for your team. And lastly, the big objective right in the centre of the map, Zapdos. It spawns when there are just 2 minutes left in the match, and if you defeat it, this lets you score goals with no wait timer. Your team becomes unstoppable scoring machines and you can quickly decide the entire outcome of a match. So do not forget about these neutral objectives. Tip number 3, focus on your current objective. This is a MOBA, a multiplayer online battle arena. We don't just run around and thundershock the nearest bad guy here. The team with the best objective play will almost always defeat with a team who have more mechanical skill. Especially in Pokemon Unite, when the way to win and score points is different to your traditional destroy the base MOBA. Your objective will change throughout the course of a game, and we could do an entire video on exactly what to focus on and when to switch your focus to another task, but for now let me explain the basics for you. At the start of the game, the most important objective is to level up. Everyone starts off weak, and while I'm sure you love Froakie or Charmander, it is important to gain experience and evolve where possible. You can gain XP from killing neutral Pokemon in lanes or in the jungle, or by getting kills and assists on enemy Pokemon. Just be careful not to die yourself and give the enemy team their experience. When you're comfortable with your level, it's time to start thinking about Eos Energy. Eos Energy is the scoring system in Pokemon Unite, and it's that number near the middle bottom of your screen. You'll want to make sure you are gathering those points from Pokemon on the map, and more importantly, scoring them in enemy goals. If you hold on to too many, you're just going to be pointing a giant target on your back, so group up with your team, force a fight to gain control of an enemy goal, and then deposit or score for a big point advantage. Just be sure you've cleared the enemies out, because if they damage you, they will interrupt your channel scoring. Tip number 4, use your items. Held items can be equipped before a match to provide a bonus to your Pokemon. As you grow your trainer level, you eventually unlock the ability to have 3 held items equipped at one time. Held items tend to give you stats, and then some sort of passive effect to work with. Muscle Band is your auto attack based held item, but if you're looking to deal all round damage, then items like Energy Amplifier, which boost your damage after using your Unite or Ultimate ability, is a great shout. Supports might want to pick up the experience share to make sure they don't fall behind in levels, and Focus Band or Leftovers are great for tanks to keep them topped up on health. But there are so many more items, so go check out an item list, or let me know if you want a full breakdown of items on this channel. We also have battle items, which are different from held items. Only one of these can be equipped at a time, also before a match, and they appear in-game like another ability. Many other MOBAs have this idea. In League of Legends, they are what you would call summoner spells. The first battle item you have access to is Potion. It's a little like Heal in League, if you want a comparison. It just gives you a quick burst of health. Other examples later include X Attack, X Speed, and Eject Button, which is a flash or blink equivalent. Tip number 5, check your map. If you're a MOBA veteran like me, then you likely understand the concept of map awareness, and all of the good things that come from it. If this is you, then great, you are ready to take on the world of Pokemon Unite. However, if this is going to be your first or one of your first MOBAs, then do not worry. Pokemon Unite is an incredible introduction to MOBAs as it's stripped down to its most core concepts with a splash of Pokemon fun in there. Map awareness is being aware of your minimap. This might sound a little obvious, but honestly, it is a lifesaver in MOBAs. Keep one eye on your minimap and you'll be able to see that orange circle at all times, the enemy Pokemon. If an orange circle disappears out of view on your minimap, then be aware, they might be coming to try and kill you, so play safe. The minimap also has a larger field of view than you do. On your screen, you can see a set distance around your Pokemon, but enemy Pokemon will come into view on your minimap a long time before you see them on your screen. So, keeping an eye on your minimap while playing is almost like gaining vision of the future, knowing when enemy Pokemon are approaching before you physically see them. This can be a real lifesaver, and if the enemy isn't doing the same thing, you can use it to lay a trap. Well, that concludes our beginner's guide for Pokemon Unite. I hope that helps you dive in and enjoy the game. Knock knock, wake up, video's over. If you somehow got to the end of this one and enjoyed it, then you're probably going to like this next video too. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click it, and I'll see you on the other side.